minute ago. So I'll create a new app. And here we just want to host the web app. We don't have a Git provider, so you can select this option right here and continue. Give the app a name. I'm going to call mine Power of Math 2 since I already have an original one. The environment name, I'm going to use dev, and we want to drag and drop. So here's where you grab that zip file that we created a minute ago. Just drag that over, save and deploy. And I don't know if this is a small bug, but you might need to refresh. Sometimes my screen just goes white there, but you'll see deployment is successful. And here is your link. You can also get to this anytime by coming over to domain management, and you can access those links as well. Okay, so let's open this in a new tab. I have the original one open here too. Let me just close that so I don't get confused. This is the one that the users can hear in response to some trigger. For example, when you upload a picture to an S3 bucket, that could trigger a Lambda function to go process the picture into a thumbnail or something like that. It's just code or functions really sitting out there that get run when you need them. And these are serverless, meaning that you don't have to set up and manage servers to run the code. It just happens automatically behind the scenes for you. So we'll write some Python code and use the Python math library to do the calculations that we need. Back here on the console, go ahead and open up a new tab here, just so we can, or my desktop. Once again, if you're getting the code for both, wanted to keep them separate. So let me just grab this, the original. We are going to update this later. So I want to remove in. And here's where we do numbers, the eject, which is, all right, importantly, you also need to deploy it. So this button right here. And now let's test to make sure this functions as we expect. So click the little drop-down arrow right here to the right of test. And let's go set up a test event. This basically lets us pass in some test data to make sure that the function's working. So create a new event. Event name, Power of Math test event. In my case, I'm going to do 2. You can leave this private. And then down here, it's giving you some starter code. We only have 2 values to pass in. One of them is going to be base, and one is going to be exponent. And you can choose whatever values you want here. I'm going to do 2 to the power of 3, which should give us 8. So we can test that that's working. Scroll down, and then save. My bad, we don't need quotes around those numbers. If you were using strings, you would. Okay, make sure you get rid of that last comma there as well. And then scroll down and save. So that was just configuring the test event. Now we need to actually run the test, which you can do right here by the orange test button. And we get a status code of 200. And then very importantly, you also need to deploy it.